dive into the depths of what? Barrel-aged beer. You know what I like to pour down my neck. Hell yes. Something delicious and dark and roasty and yum that has like bourbon flavor to it or rum or something. Yeah. So from whom do we have said libation to pour down our necks today? We have one from Bell's Brewery out of Comstock and Kalamazoo, Michigan, US of A. Yay, yay. And what beer do we have from them today? We have a beer new to me, though I think they brewed it before. It is their Vanilla Black Note Stout 2019 edition. This is an Imperial Stout. It's a limited serving. It clocks in at 11.3% ABV, between 50 and 100 IBUs. Now, this beer has been, so they say, at least in Black Note terms, it's been barrel-aged in freshly emptied bourbon barrels for months. They don't tell us how long, but 4 months. Not 4 months, for a number of months. Anyways, but to this, the difference is they've done what? They have added Madagascar vanilla beans to their recipe for Black Note Stout, which is, as they've stated in the past, and I think I've said maybe in another review, back in 2016 when I reviewed regular Black Note Stout, that it's a combination recipe-wise or style-wise, at least the finished product, of Expedition Stout and their double cream stout. So, I liked this beer. I don't think I was blown away with it. I think I gave it just in my A scale maybe back in 2016, you know, because it had maybe some viscosity issues or something. I can't remember. But you know what? The flavored stout world is a big arms race these days, so they better be coming with something great. So it's time to do what? Time to pop the top on this bad boy, get in the snifter, and tell you what's up with Vanilla Black Note Stout 2019 from Bell's. Boom. Gigantic hiss and tons of cannon smoke, so much so that it sprayed my hand with cannon smoke coming out of the top. Obsessively collectible Bell's crown. And let's get it in the glass. Still cannon smoke running off the top of this. I think that happened last time I had this beer, if memory serves. My beer memory. Look at that. Delicious blackness in the glass. Now, my favorite Bell's beer so far has been barrel-aged Expedition Stout. I think I gave that 100. It was all that napkins, hashtag Hundies, yum, delicious juice. Well, that's right. We need to talk about the appearance. This black's nice, black as pitch. No color is exiting any of the sidewalls of the glass to my orbs here in my head called eyes. Now, we have a half finger of head that was 1 finger head of super tightly packed khaki bubbles. When I swirl it, yeah, I think we're going to get some glass lazy, but there's tons and tons of alcohol like just sheeting down the inside of that snifter. Look at that beautiful black water in the glass. It's pretty. But it better, you know, if I want to taste it, it better smell good too, so you know what we got to do. We got to dive in for that aroma! Woo, tons of bourbon. Wow, big bourbon blast right off the top. Deep, dark, rich chocolate, and then vanilla coming in after that. A lot of real fudgy, dark chocolate aroma. Good hit of coffee, more bourbon, more vanilla. Some char notes in the background. As you smell it more, it smells of vanilla bean paste. If you've ever smelled vanilla bean paste, that has a real deep Madagascar vanilla bean paste. Has a dark sort of caramelized bourbony kind of aroma. I'm getting that a lot off of this. That's probably a combination of the Madagascar vanilla bean pods and the barrels. Some tannic oaky notes. Some licorice, pipe tobacco, some dark fruit notes, maybe a touch of coconut in the background. I know my good buddy Average Joe, excuse me, over the Beer Patrol loves that coconut aroma in barrel-aged stouts, don't you, Joe? If you haven't checked out Joe's channel, check it out, man. He's a rock star. Anywho, oh, we're smelling beer. And some wheat, sweet, roasty malt. It smells delicious. Let's dive in. Cheers! Oh, I forgot to mention, a little bit like leather and pipe tobacco, like vanilla pipe tobacco. Let's go. Wow, nice vanilla. Wow. Way more viscosity than I remember this beer having. Right up in front, you get a big blast of bourbon and vanilla, almost to equal levels. After that, there's a lot of sweetness packed into that sip, or that part of the flavor. In the middle, I'm getting some like roasty bitterness that you get definitely from Expedition. If you ever had Expedition Stout fresh, it's a really roasty beer. Roast comes in after that. Coffee, back end, dark roast coffee, toffee, more like a sticky back end to the beer. The 11.3% is completely hidden, and this beer was bottled at the time of recording well under a month ago. Nice zippy carbonation, palate scrubbing, As you drink it, the sweetness builds, but it's parried by the roast level that's in this beer. But lots and lots of vibrant vanilla. It reminds me of Bourbon County vanilla in some ways, though Bourbon County is a more gloopy, thick beer. This is a lighter version of that. It's not exactly to the viscosity of barrel-aged Expedition Stout, but it's in between what I remember Black Note Stout being before and Expedition Stout, which is a good happy medium. I'm not upset with the viscosity. Tons of flavors in there. There's actually a nice coconut aftertaste as well, which is impressive, like coconut vanilla. Lovely, lovely beer. Well made. I suspect this will sell her nicely. The vanilla may fade. That's one of those fader flavors, though it does hang on longer than coffee. But tons of flavor in here. As advertised, it's supposed to taste like vanilla and bourbon and chocolate and coffee and all those lovely stout notes. And it's hitting the mark. Let me take another taste and see if there's any holes in here flavor-wise. Lovely. All right, let's grade it. At time of recording, Beer Advocate is giving this approximately a 94. So 4.24 out of 5. And Untapped is giving this what? 4.46 out of 5 caps. So that's definitely A+. Hashtags almost hundies for those guys, because 4.5 is A+ range for them. You don't see many 5s on any beers. I don't know if any even have any on that scale. I'm going to take one more taste, not because I have to, because I want to. I'm digging that. I would say this beer for me, it's going into the A+ range. It's a little on the thinner side for a vanilla-flavored big stout these days, but I'm not thrown off by that because it's got more viscosity than I remember it having before, and it has as advertised flavors. I'm going to go just into my A+ range. I'm going to go 98. I think that's a fair score for this. I would buy this again for sure. I would sell it. This was like I think $6 for this bottle, which isn't bad considering if you bought Bourbon County this year. I think the lowest price you're going to see maybe on that at Costco for a non-variant would probably be what, like maybe 10, like between $10 and $12, somewhere in that range. But good price value, tasty beer as advertised. I dig it. So I'm giving it, just into my A+ range. Have you had regular Black Note or maybe this variant of Vanilla Black Note Stout from our friends at Bell's? If you have, let me know what you know, because I like the quid pro quo and the back and forth. I also really like it when you do me a great big favor and you think locally, drink locally, and support the craft beer movement. I am getting it done. Are you doing your share? Please do so. Help more beer variants and fun come to the world. Also, if you do me a great big favor, and help me out again. I'm needy tonight. By doing what? By rating, commenting, subscribing, and as you can get around to it, help me push those Google metrics out of the stratosphere by doing what? Smashing that like button, because that, along with one bottle, especially at 11.3% ABV, is all I'm going to need tonight to put my big-ass beer-drinking happy face on. So, it's the next DJs BrewTube. I got nothing but a bunch of Vanilla Black Note Stout 2019 drinking love for you, and you know what's coming for you by now. Hell yes, that's right, a big-ass peace out!